huge rear picture window with 2 recliners, capable of sleeping 3 to 4 people with a super slide, folks. This is the 2021 Keystone Springdale 266RL. So let's get right into the rear living portion, seeing as how this is an RL unit. This floor plan is nothing new to the market, folks. If you've been shopping for rear living floor plans, especially, travel trailers, that, the 26, 27 rear living, this setup is very, very common. A lot of manufacturers have it, and for good reason, because a lot of people like it. And the biggest reason is that you have just a ton of window space here in the back. I mean, you can see this really big, I would call it a picture window, just because it is so large, but it does open, which is nice. So it does help for airflow as well. Get another window there on the side, but it just lets in a lot of natural light. And if you have a really nice view out the back, whether it's, lakefront or again, just, maybe mountainscape, something gorgeous, this allows you to enjoy it. And then right along the very back are 2 recliners. Now, I like what they've done just because they are super comfortable to sit in, right? You can see they're bigger than a lot of manufacturers used, which, like anything in the RV industry, has pros and cons. The pro is the fact that because it is bigger and is cushier, right? Like, I have plenty of room on the sides. I don't feel like I'm closed in. They do both recline. You can see like so I can kick back, relax, and I'm very comfortable. The downside, is that, because it's not like a true wall hugger per se, I guess, is that you do have to pull it out a little ways from the wall. And while it's pretty easily done with this seat, with the other one, it can be a little tough. I mean, if you take a look at the space there, you will see that, it definitely impedes into your door space. That's a minor con. But again, if it's mainly just the 2 of you and you don't have people coming in and out, definitely something I can live with in this floor plan. Right here in the center, I like this extra space as well, just because it gives me a little table, to be able to put down my glass or, tablet, whatever else you may have there. And then your fuse panel is located here, which again, I think is a good space for it, so it's not taking up precious storage elsewhere. When you move over into the kitchen, you will see the beautiful upgraded countertops. This is like a seamless thermoform countertop. And what that basically means is it's upgraded from your T-mold. You don't have T-mold that's going to pop off here. It also is better to help prevent water intrusion. As you can see, it will allow you to undermount the sink, which I love. Very clean look. Easy to keep both this area clean because you don't have a lip like you would if you had to top mount the sink. And also you can just kind of, sweep crumbs and stuff right into the sink, which I like. Speaking of the sink, you do get that black composite sink. I love the looks of the black. I think it doesn't dirty quite as easy, which is nice. And then you'll have the high-rise faucet here too, and that one is 2-tone. Again, just kind of helps bring all the kitchen appliances and stuff together. I think it ties in very well. Like a lot of manufacturers, they did go with a large window instead of a backsplash. This one's actually bigger than most. I mean, it's a pretty good size window there, and again, it goes that whole length, really lets a lot of light in. And then right down underneath, as soon as you walk in, you will see a drawer. This is great for, any quick, easy access items you need, as well as right over to this side here. The thing I like about this is that you can put a trash can there if you want to. Now, granted, it might be a little inconvenient to walk around and throw things out, but it is easy to grab and take outside. It's also worth noting there's an electrical outlet here, so if you want like a coffee maker right back there where you have space, it is a perfect spot for it. If we take a look under the sink, again, you do have space here for a trash can too. So if you want a little more traditional placement, that's where it would go. You have like a little space for spices there, little cutout here, plus a full extension ball bearing drawer. And like I always say, in any kitchen, you have to have at least 1 drawer for your flatware. That's what you have here. You have the bigger one around the side for some other stuff. I would have liked to have seen, me personally, I would have liked to have removed this drawer and just put like 2 more right here if possible. And maybe there's a reason they can't, right? Maybe there's something underneath there, I'm not sure. But I would have just preferred a bank of 3, but either way, it does still function. Right up top is your recessed cooktop with the glass cover. This is a Greystone unit. If you haven't seen it before, it is pretty easy to operate. Folds up and back just like so to access those 3 burners. Again, I do prefer Furion over Greystone. Just because most of the Greystone units, this is they don't have a stop on them, right? When you lift the glass up, it goes all the way back to the wall, whereas a lot of the Furion cooktops have a stop, so it stops right here. very minor thing as far as functionality, that they both operate very well. You have the blue knob look if you like that. That button also operates your oven light, so you can see whatever you have cooking in there. Storage up top, as you'd expect, oil rub bronze pulls. You have the microwave here as well as the hood underneath with a light and fan. Your Everchill 12-volt refrigerator right over here to the side. I really like 12-volt fridges. A lot of manufacturers are starting to put these in, and I like them from a standpoint just because they are lower power consumption. And if you have solar and a few batteries, you can run these bad boys almost indefinitely, so they're great for boondocking applications as long as you have that solar capability. But again, they are larger than most of your gas electric refrigerators, and they cool down much, much quicker. Speaking of cool, this one does have a roof-mounted AC. I wish it were on right now because I definitely am pretty warm. This current one has a GE unit in it. It does also use the blade, utilize the blade system, which is a Keystone patented, or I think it's still patent pending, but anyway, for now we'll call it a patented system. It does help reduce a lot of noise, so it is like 30% quieter, so it's equivalent to like a quiet cool system, and it helps distribute air better throughout the camper for more even and generally quicker cooling, which I really like. Also, the ceiling is barreled, as you can see, so it does give you extra head space here. Helps it feel a lot more open than some of them that are a little bit lower and closed in. Entertainment center is located here. You can see the TV, multimedia center right underneath with HDMI and USB inputs on the front. You have a couple speakers there, storage both up top and below. We'll check out the bedroom in just a second. Again, if I do have one other minor thing that I guess I struggle a little bit with is the width of the door. I have to shimmy sideways. I mean, if I'm trying to go through this way, it's just not happening. Aaron, help! Again, super minor thing, but just, I guess, bear that in mind. Now, they do have a door, so it is easier to access from the outside than actually inside the camper, for whatever that's worth. Coming into the bathroom, foot flush lever toilet right here. It is a plastic bowl. I would have liked to have seen porcelain, but, again, it's one of those things you can probably swap out. As far as space, it's a little tight on my shoulders here, plenty of leg room, but with the shoulders, because they didn't cut out the countertop, if I'm sitting back here where the wall is, or, if the door is going to be shut, it is a little bit of a tighter fit. You kind of got to do one of these. Not going to be reading any novels or anything here. Storage underneath, electrical outlet, but because you do have that countertop extending the whole way, it is a nice large countertop, so just know you do have a lot of space there, plus mirrored medicine cabinet here on the wall. You have your vent fan up top, as you'd expect, and as far as shower space, I am 6 foot tall. You can see especially with that skylight, I can stand in here, no problem. If I'm sideways, I'm going to be getting attacked by the curtain. Pretty common in most travel trailers, right? I'm going to be fighting with it the whole time, so I'm probably going to be doing one of these while I shower, taking the hand wand and using that to shower up. As we shimmy into the bedroom here, you like that move, Aaron?
Oh yeah.
I know it. Such fancy dance moves. Dancing with the Stars, here I come. If we take a look at the bedroom, you will see wardrobes on both sides. A little bit of storage up top. I do like the one with the double shelf. I think if you're laying down and you sit up, you probably still shouldn't hit the shelf unless you're really tall. But it does provide more storage, which I like. Plenty of space on both sides of the bed too. Electrical outlets. The one side there does have a little laundry chute, so you can put laundry basket on the campsite and throw all your dirty clothes in there. As I mentioned, there is a secondary entrance, so you can see that right here in the bedroom, which is great. So it allows for nice easy access into the bedroom here. And then over to the other side right here is where a TV will be mounted if you want a TV in the bedroom. All right, let's talk about the space with the slide in. In fact, let's talk about the slide period, because I didn't really hit it. Just to kind of show you, you do get the jackknife sofa, good storage there underneath, and then right over here, of course, is the dinette. This table is removable. I do like to take this one out because the way it drops down, you can actually drop it down right in front of the sofa, and you have a coffee table, which is pretty cool. But as for space, as you can see, I have no problem from the entrance getting around into the refrigerator space. I mean, you can see right here, just be able to step right around the countertop, undo my travel lock, and boom, I am open, right? It will hit the dinette cushion, but you can still get, you still have plenty of access to the fridge there. As far as the bathroom, that one's definitely a little bit tougher. In order to access the bathroom, you got to be basically impossibly skinny. So, I mean, if it's a child, maybe they can make their way in there from the bedroom. Same way you access the bed, right? I mean, there's no way a guy my size is going to fit through that. I'm going to get stuck on that doorknob and it's going to be in places I don't want it to be. But if you come in from the bedroom, you do have good access to the room. One other thing I do want to hit on before we go outside and we talk about slide is this chair. I talked about how the chair was a little bit bigger, so you gotta make sure that you have that pushed back far enough that when you're opening and closing the slide, it doesn't catch that chair because it'll rip off your slide fascia, damage the chair, all sorts of things you don't wanna have happen. So just make sure you put that on your checklist when opening or closing this slide. Now that we've seen the insides, take a look at some of the outside features on the 2021 Keystone Springdale 266RL. Right up front, you will see this one is equipped with a power tongue jack. This particular unit is using the Bastion tongue jack. Super simple and easy to use. You have one switch here to retract and extend the tongue jack, another one for the light up front, and of course a manual override in the rare event it fails. Behind that, two 20-pound propane tanks with a cover, rails right there for your battery, diamond etch plating up the front, helping protect that front end from rocks and debris get thrown up by your tow vehicle, and the smooth aluminum front, which I love. Not only does it look nicer, but it's also easier to clean than, for example, your rib like you have here on the sidewalls. So I definitely do enjoy that. Coming around to the side, you'll see your pass-through storage. The camp side has a nice wide door, so if you do have some wider items, you can certainly stuff them in there. It's only on the very, very other side that it gets reduced at all, and that's for your water inlets, and I will show you that when we make our way to that side. Power stabilizer jacks on this unit as well. These are great. They do run off 12 volt, of course, and you'll have one control up front for your front two, another control in the back for your rear two. Bear in mind, these are not leveling jacks. You don't want to try to use them to level it out. You will bend them, you will break them. You still want to use your blocks underneath your tires to level side to side, and then your power tongue jack to level front to back. This is the secondary entrance. This step does come out one further, so it should be 3 steps when fully extended here, and that will allow you up into the bedroom. As I said, I do like having that secondary access, especially if you need to take a nap during travel, because again, you know, you're going to be closing that slide in travel. This allows you to get up in there. Outside shower on the camp side. This is pretty rare to have on most travel trailers. I really like having it here, especially when it's near an entrance, because you can take the outside shower there. You can wash off your feet. If you need to wash a dog, you have the capability to do that. Plus it has hot water access, so if you're doing things like, you know, washing dishes here at the campsite, I just love having it on this side. You'll also see your black tank flush located right above that. This I would have liked to have seen on the back or the other side, but it doesn't really matter, right? You're just hooking a hose up there. That'll help you wash out the black tank. But when you do, make sure you have that black tank valve open. Otherwise, you can flood the black tank, it'll drop out, and you will be in a very smelly place you don't want to be. Taking a look up top, that is your 12-volt power awning with LED light strip. Very simple and easy to operate. That will provide shade here on your campsite. And then again, it comes with that LED light, so you don't have to buy any extras unless you want to. And right in front of the main entrance is TV hookup, and of course that is under the power awning. So what you can do is take your TV from inside. It actually uses the same mount. You can drop it in right here. Cable outlet, electrical outlet, you're good to go. You have the LCI solid steps getting into the main entrance, so upgraded steps here, just as the name implies, they are very solid. I'm over 200 pounds. I can hop up and down on these things. They don't really flex. It does have adjustable feet, so you can adjust it to the campsite, and they also give you the larger foldable grab handle for extra control into the RV. If we drop down in the back, of course, you have your rear stabilizers here, but what I really want to show off is a couple things. One of them is your propane quick connect. So if you have a grill, a Blackstone, whatever it may be, you can hook it up right there and be a grilling machine. I also want to show you this one has the fully enclosed, insulated, and underbelly. So it'll help keep out some road grime as well as keep those lines and stuff a little bit warmer in colder temps. Coming around to the back, you have a square tubular bumper with end caps, giving you a spot to store your sewer hose. Just make sure you wash it out before you put it in there. You'll also notice your spare tires mounted right here, so it is super easy to access. There is that beautiful window I showed you, plus you have your backup camera prep right up top there. So if you want a backup camera, having that prep does make it easier to install, meaning it'll save you money on labor. So we make our way up toward the front. Two quick things on the off-camp side I want to show you. One, is your termination. That'll be located right here. This one does have a single termination. You also notice that the valve handles are color coordinated. So gray for gray tank, black for black tank. And lastly will be your water connection, folks, which on pretty much every Springdale will be right up front here. You'll see your fresh water fill in case you're going somewhere you don't have water at the campsite. Otherwise, if you do, you'll want to hook up right here to city water. And that pretty much wraps it up, folks. Again, this is the 2021 Keystone Springdale 266RL. If you're interested in this beautiful rear living model and you would like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker. Let's go camping.